And after all its treachery, China says it wants to talk. So is this entire pressure building and the creating trouble on Doklam to try and pressure India into coming to the dialogue table and yield on One Belt, One Road? That is the question that we are asking on OBOR. They are ready to talk on the China-Pakistan economic corridor. Shinjoy Chaudhary now joins us with more details. Yes, Shinjoy. Now, China says it's ready for talks with India, especially on a road that they want to pass on land that we claim sovereignty to, which they have hijacked from the Pakistanis, showing them the carrot of $40 billion plus. Maroof Raza, what should India do? How should India respond to this? Because this looks like a veiled threat by the Chinese.
Anand, I've always maintained that we must get a little real when we deal with the Chinese. Now, there are two conflicting views in South Bloc. There is the view of the Foreign Office, which feels that it enjoys the credit of having an engagement with China for more than 50 years without bullets having been exchanged on an otherwise border which is not clearly defined. Whereas the armed forces are willing to take a more aggressive stance, but they're always restrained by the Foreign Office. I'm not suggesting conflict, but I'm suggesting that we must get real about what are China's intentions. A, China does not want to accept the boundary between India and China on the lines India has been suggesting. We've had 20 rounds or more talks with China in a formal way, but China hasn't even accepted all the maps that we've given to China of the three sectors, that is the eastern sector, the middle sector, and the western sector. So first thing to understand is China is not willing to accept your narrative. The second thing to understand is China wants to use Pakistan to keep putting collective pressure on India, both from the Sino-Indian border, from the north in J&K, as you have just referred to, where China puts the China-Pakistan economic corridor, which is going to go through from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, because there is nothing we can really seriously do to halt them short of a conflict. And the third thing to understand is Pakistan has been built up as the next North Korea to try and threaten India from all sides, while China puts a string of pearls of naval blockades around India, with the Indian Ocean, the Maldives, the Sri Lankans and the Myanmaris have all gone the Chinese way. So we have to ask ourselves a serious question, that what is our defined strategy for China? Unfortunately, the Modi government has not come up with a very clear strategy. And therefore, we continue to waffle along. And if you are a divided house, China is going to take advantage.